In 2008, my wife Peggy and I were pursuing adoption, and after beginning with a focus on Liberia in 2006, we came back in 2008, paid that $2,200 to the adoption agency, and in December of that year, 2008, we saw a picture of little Michael, who came from Peleteyama village, and we were very interested. We felt like this is the boy. And then right away in 2009, Liberia closed to adoption. We thought maybe it would just be a short time. Then a little while later, we learned that Michael had a brother named Habakkuk, and they said, would you be open to adopting him? And we prayed about it, and we got approved for that. And then in March of 2009, Habakkuk contracted malaria. Now, lots of people contract malaria and survive, and he started to get better. And yet in late June of 2009, he came back to this village, Peleteyama, for his grandfather's funeral. And on June 30th, 2009, weakened by cholera, added on top of the malaria, he died of dirty drinking water. And my wife was especially heartbroken about this, and as she grieved, she felt like that can't be the end of the story. There's got to be, that can't be why God wanted us to adopt two little boys from Peleteyama. And so she led the charge to raise money to put a clean water drinking well in Peleteyama. And it went in. We were able to raise the necessary funds before the rainy season in 2010. And then I remember we were sitting around on a Friday night. We'd seen the slides and the description of the well dedication that had happened in May of 2010. As we sat there on that Friday night, she said, I should have been there. Next time I'm going to be there. And I didn't argue with her. And in October of 2010, she made her first trip to Liberia. And upon coming, she learned that she got to see that this is no longer a village where the kids died, they were living. But as a school teacher by training, she knew that, well, now that the kids are living, they've got to be able to have access to education. And she found out that we could actually put a school in here for less money than the original well, and the bulk of that cost would be for the teacher's house. And so when her and I came back in March of 2011 to dedicate the teacher's house back here, the teacher's house right here, in fact, that school was able to begin later that fall in Peleteyama. And now you can see a brand new school building, a much larger school building that the funding has been raised for and is almost complete. And when we were here in March of 2011 and meeting with Pastor Peter Flomo and doing outreaches, including here in Peleteyama, where more than 80 people prayed to receive Christ, including both of Peter's parents who are now deceased, Teamwork Africa was born. The idea of planting, the idea of meeting spiritual, physical, and social needs through the local church. That as we learned here in Peleteyama, that you can preach the gospel, but when you take seriously the greatest physical need of people, and it was clean water, and it is in so many places, that their ears open up and they can hear the gospel way clearer than they might have previously. So we're excited about the growth of Teamwork Africa and its partnership with the Last Well in putting in water projects all over Liberia. For a gift of $1,500 or more, people can have that amount matched by the Last Well, and water projects can continue to go in Bong County and in various parts of Liberia.